going on, everybody? It's the Fly Fishing Ninja. Welcome to the Life of a Fly Fisherman. All right, what's going on, everybody? It's the Fly Fishing Ninja, and here is part 2 to the questions and answer video. I did it in 2 parts because it would have been like an 18-minute long video, and who wants to watch an 18-minute long video, huh? Of me sitting there. But I do have a couple other things I want to mention. And that is, look at these. Hold on one second. So I don't know if you guys have ever had somebody ask you about your YouTube channel or whatever, and they keep having to ask what the name is. I got these cool ass business cards that I can give people now. They are super cool. And I want to thank Connor Woog, my buddy Robbie from Robbie's Fly Tying channel. His son designed these for me. They are super cool. Super cool. They're awesome. Oh, and I have some new hats coming out. I'm going to get 10 of them to begin with. I should have them tomorrow. They are very, very cool. They're kind of like this, but not quite. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Here we go.
Mr. Hard Charger 2 asked if I was still moving to Arizona. That's kind of up in the air right now. We kind of had some things go on in the family, and we're not 100% sure what's going to happen there. Let's see here. Enthusiastic Fisherman asked, do I know of any good ways to find good trout streams? There's an app called FishBrain that can actually help you find good places to fish. The app FishBrain actually does help. Let's see here. Rip and Tip Outdoors says, Ninja, do you believe that being primarily trout fishing YouTube channel has limited the subs and views you get versus bass sport fishing channels? I do think that a little bit. I think being a fly fishing channel does make it a little bit more difficult because I think it's seen as an older form of the sport, and bass fishing is, a lot of more younger people are doing it. So it's kind of, even though it's not a new form of the sport, it's kind of become like new again. Bass fishing's kind of become new again. So it's super popular, and all these young people have these awesome YouTube channels, and they're bass fishing, which can relate with the younger people a lot more than, somebody like me with a fly fishing channel that is, like I said, fly fishing seen as such an older sport and an older way of fishing, that I think that does make it a little more difficult for me. But I'm starting to get a lot more younger viewers, so I think eventually the fly fishing channels can really take off. Hope that answers the question. Let's see here. Dumbest Fisherman. He sent me Dumbest Fisherman TV sent me a Tenkara rod. I have not had a chance to review it yet or even use it, because I've been out there fishing for those big rainbows at Fall River. Let's see here. Fishing Freak. I have a fly rod and reel, but no flies for bass. You can use, I don't know if that's really a question, but just real quick, if you want to fish for bass, use some woolly buggers or some muddler minnows. There's so many super cool bait fish looking flies out there that will kill the bass. The Topwater King says, what is the fish at the top of your bucket list for fly fishing? I would love to catch a carp on my fly rod. Definitely a carp. That would be awesome. The Crappie Killer asks, how great did the trout taste? It looked fantastic. I smoked some trout, and it was absolutely amazing. All right, Casual Carolina Fishing. Let's pretend you haven't been able to go fishing for 6 months. Finally, you get a chance to go. Do you fly fish for trout or do you go bass fishing? I would have to say I fly fish for trout. I love fly fishing and I love fishing for trout. It's my number one right there, for sure. Fishing with Bottles asks what my personal best brown trout. I don't measure or weigh my trout. I always just kind of guesstimate. So, in a few of my last videos, I was catching some big trout that were easily over 24 inches. So, that's about it. It's a Diaz thing. What made me get into fishing? So, my buddy Jeremy got a fly rod. And it was kind of all messed up. The reel was, the line was put on wrong and there was like knots and it was a mess. So I asked him, I said, hey, if I get this thing all untangled and everything and I go get a fishing license, can I try it out? So that's what I did. And I went out and I caught this little tiny trout. And ever since then, I've been just like a fly fishing freak. So that's what got me into fishing. ASAP Fishing 1 asks what's my favorite fish to catch on the fly. It's trout. I love trout fishing. Absolutely love it. Hopefully I don't completely destroy this guy's channel name. Iscenter80. Hope I don't mess that up. What advice can you give someone who wants to get into fishing, but I'm guessing they say don't have much money? Go to pawn shops. Go to yard sales. You'd be surprised how many people are selling their fishing rods, whether it be your spinner rods or fly rods, at yard sales. Hit those up. Craigslist. People are always getting rid of stuff. So that's what I would do. K&B Anglers asked, do trout bite better during the summer, fall, or winter? Summer, fall, winter, or spring, basically. I would say fall. Fall and spring, but definitely fall is a lot more productive. The water's cooler. It's usually a little deeper, especially in my area because they shut the canals down. So I would definitely say fall. Jag Fishing asks, how many species of trout have I caught? Let's see. I have caught bull trout, rainbow trout, brook trout, brown trout. That's it. I have caught 4 species of trout. And I guess you could count the kokanee as kind of a species of trout. And is there a specific one I like to catch? No, I just love catching trout. Let's see here. Let's see. That one that I screwed up his name before. Iscenter80. Do I have a day job? No, I don't. I used to drive a street sweeper cleaning parking lots, but I don't do that anymore. So I've just been fishing a lot and looking for work. That appears, let's see here. Is that it? I think that just might be it. I hope I was able to answer everybody's questions. I'm just going to go through here real quick and make sure that I got them all. Let's check here. This video, I'm sorry, is going a lot longer than I thought. Favorite dragon tail. I think we answered everybody's question. That's it. I hope I got everybody's question. Let's do this again next week. In this video, please go down and ask any more questions you might have. thank you guys so much for asking these. This was a lot of fun. I love doing stuff like this because it, kind of allows me to help you guys get to know me better. And that's really important. Thank you guys again so much for asking all these questions. If you have any more, please ask them in the description below. Not in the description, that would be weird. In the comments below. If you have any more questions, and we will do this again next week. And I'm going to sit down, finish my coffee, and say, Fly Fishing Ninja out.